This is actually pretty interesting. Superman Legacy table read, as reported last week, was going to take place this week. And if you remember, Nathan Fillion dropped the story. He's like, yeah, I can't wait to go to the table read next week. Of course, the scoopers went crazy. DCLeaks.com, DC Leaks on Twitter, Rumor Mill, and every actual legitimate leak artist went crazy trying to get information about this. There was actually a hilarious social media post. The husband of one of the characters in the movie, bear crawling behind her during a Zoom call with James Gunn and filming it. So people are very serious about this movie. Now, the interesting stuff, and this is the fun stuff for me, is just proving that I was right. Because 6 months ago, if you guys recall, 6 months ago, last year, I said 100% that James Gunn will adopt some version of Kingdom Come. Obviously, David Corenswet is a very young person and playing old Superman. So I think this is actually the beginning of that story. I think that he is planning on taking this character into old age. And that's a very courageous endeavor. But the way we know is because Isabel Merced, the young lady playing Hawk Girl, took a snapshot of her placard at the table read, and it has the very distinct Kingdom Come Superman logo. Now, there's a few Superman logos, but that one is very specific to Kingdom Come. Like, very, very specific. And she immediately took that down, by the way. She put that up, and like 5 minutes later, it was removed. I feel a little sorry for her. She's not the only person that made that mistake, though. Other people also took shots of their placards that were in the movie. Sarah Sempio, and same exact logo. And it's very interesting. This is a great, from DC Updates, this is a great look into this, because James Gunn, a long, long time ago, when he first got the job, did post this exact image.
Okay.
Notice it? Kingdom Come. He posted that in his thank you for the job thing, and people didn't really put the pieces together. And he also posted this about 3 months later.
Wow, that's a great look for Superman. That looks like a classic, like the noir version, like the 40s version. That's great, dude.
And I think that's what he's doing. I think he's going with the Kingdom Come aesthetic because he can. First off, the Kingdom Come book was extremely popular. Fans like it, and the right way to do something is to give fans, what they like. Hopefully other creatives get the same idea. And his whole style is like sort of weird. He's unique. Like, he looks for the weirdest character, and then he tries to bring that weird character out and make them the hero,
Is that James Gunn you're saying?
James Gunn, yeah.
Yeah, he made that whole Suicide Squad thing really work. And he was the one who did he do Guardians? Was that him?
He did Guardians 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. And that's a really impressive thing that he did, because he took heroes you never heard of, or very few people had, and then makes them like the biggest, that's kind of what had happened during that whole run, like Iron Man and stuff like that. But still, this was so what property is this? And then made them center stage, and the audience loved them. It's very impressive how he's able to do that.
Yeah, he's able to take characters that you would think no one would actually like, these third, fourth string characters, and make them heroic. Like in the Suicide Squad, not to be confused with Suicide Squad, which, by the way, I still don't understand that concept. You had a movie called Suicide Squad that no one liked, and like 3 years later make a movie called The Suicide Squad. It's like you're just trying to erase the memory of the first bad one. But he made The Suicide Squad, and remember, Polka Dot Man is a stupid character.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask any comic book fan, one of those stupidest characters of all time is probably either Condiment Man or Polka Dot Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
He made that character so cool. He gave him a backstory. He gave him humanity. You felt sorry for him, and then he saves the day. You felt bad when he died. It was, spoiler alert, everyone. Great. He did a really good job. Even with that stupid little rat guy, you're like, oh, I'm so glad the rat survived, right?
Yeah.
So he's good at that. Now, Superman is not one of those characters. Superman is probably, is the character. He's like top of the hill. So we don't want to making him silly. So a really good way to not make that hero silly is to take one of the most serious runs. The old, ravaged by time, Kingdom Come Superman, and give that Superman an origin story. That's cool. That's really cool. And it's one of my favorite books, so I'm really looking forward to it. And it's fresh. It's not, even the S is so different that there's no way you can mistake that with what Snyder did, or the Brandon Routh version, or even the Christopher Reeves version. Like, it's so unique. And you know what? Thoughts and prayers for Isabel Merced, the very, very young actress who got the job as Hawk Girl, which is it could be a career maker, and then got instant. I know she was scolded by James Gunn when she posted a picture of the placard.
Whoopsie.
Right. Anyway, so that's it for Kingdom Come. Let us know what you guys think about this.
I'm 100% a comic book normie. Like I definitely used to read a lot more like Spider-Man and Punisher when I was a kid, but I can't say I'm that like thoroughly integrated with this stuff. But can you, like, for a layman like me, can you explain to me what's so significant about Kingdom Come?
Yeah, so Kingdom Come, first off, the book, it's a thick comic book. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's about an older Superman, and I won't go. I won't want to spoil it for anybody. He's an older Superman that has lost a lot, and it's farther into the future than other Supermans are. It's a more human story, which is right up James Gunn's alley. He's much older, like he's getting ready to probably retire, and I'm using that word to not spoil anything. Retire is the easiest word to use. And it just sort of works because that is not the Superman you think of when you think about Superman. But it is one of the it's one of the fans' favorite version of Superman. It's a good idea to give that Superman an origin story. Not an origin story where he starts off at Kent's farm, but like an origin story where
enough.
Yeah, I don't want to see that again. But like his first day at the planet, basically Kingdom Come Superman, but his younger days. Which we haven't seen that. And build that character up to the Kingdom Come story arc. I mean, you take this long enough. What if it's successful and it's a Marvel run and you get 15 years? It's a risky move because you're banking on it being good. Worst case scenario, I guess you only get a few years, but you still get a version of Superman people haven't seen yet, and it's a version of Superman that people like. So it works. I think it works. Hey, if you like this clip and you want to see more, then click right here and come check out the full, almost 2-hour live stream where we cover amazing topics every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you there.